Psalm 88, a song, a melody of the sons of Korah, to the director over Mahalath for making responses, Mazkil of Heman, the Ezrahite. O Jehovah, the God of my salvation, by day I have cried out, in the night also in front of you. Before you my prayer will come. Incline your ear to my entreating cry. For my soul has had enough of calamities, and my very life has come in touch even with Sheol. I have been reckoned in among those going down to the pit. I have become like an able-bodied man without strength, set free among the dead themselves, like slain ones lying in the burial place, whom you have remembered no longer, and who have been severed from your own helping hand. You have put me in a pit of the lowest depths, in dark places, in a large abyss. Upon me your rage has thrown itself, and with all your breaking waves you have afflicted me. You have put my acquaintances far away from me. You have set me as something very detestable to them. I am under restraint and cannot go forth. My own eye has languished because of my affliction. I have called on you, O Jehovah, all day long. To you I have spread out my palms. For those who are dead, will you do a marvel? Or will those impotent in death themselves arise? Will they laud you? Will your loving kindness be declared in the burial place itself, your faithfulness in the place of destruction? Will a marvel by you be known in the darkness itself, or your righteousness in the land of oblivion? And yet to you, O Jehovah, I myself have cried for help, and in the morning my own prayer keeps confronting you. Why is it, O Jehovah, that you cast off my soul? Why do you keep your face concealed from me? I am afflicted and about to expire from boyhood on. I have borne frightful things from you very much. Over me your flashes of burning anger have passed. Terrors from you yourself have brought me to silence. They have surrounded me like waters all day long. They have closed in upon me all at one time. You have put far away from me friend and companion. My acquaintances are a dark place. Psalm 89, Mazkil of Ethan the Ezrahite. Jehovah's expressions of loving kindness I will sing about even to time indefinite. For generation after generation I shall make your faithfulness known with my mouth. For I have said, loving kindness will stay built, even to time indefinite. As for the heavens, you keep your faithfulness firmly established in them. I have concluded a covenant toward my chosen one. I have sworn to David my servant. Even to time indefinite I shall firmly establish your seed, and I will build your throne to generation after generation. And the heavens will laud your marvelous act, O Jehovah. Yes, your faithfulness in the congregation of the holy ones. For who in the skies can be compared to Jehovah? Who can resemble Jehovah among the sons of God? God is to be held in awe among the intimate group of holy ones. He is grand and fear-inspiring over all who are round about him. O Jehovah God of armies, who is vigorous like you, O Jah? And your faithfulness is all around you. You are ruling over the swelling of the sea. When it raises up its waves, you yourself calm them. You yourself have crushed Rahab, even as someone slain. By the arm of your strength you have scattered your enemies. Heaven is yours. The earth also is yours, the productive land and what fills it. You yourself have founded them. The north and the south, you yourself created them. Tabor and Hermon, in your name they cry out joyfully. An arm with mightiness is yours. Your hand is strong. Your right hand is exalted. Righteousness and judgment are the established place of your throne. Loving kindness and trueness themselves come in before your face. Happy are the people knowing the joyful shouting. O Jehovah, in the light of your face they keep walking. In your name they are joyful all day long, and in your righteousness they are exalted. For you are the beauty of their strength, and by your goodwill our horn is exalted. For our shield belongs to Jehovah, and our king belongs to the Holy One of Israel. At that time you spoke in a vision to your loyal ones, and you proceeded to say, I have placed help upon a mighty one. I have exalted a chosen one from among the people. I have found David my servant. With my holy oil I have anointed him, with whom my own hand will be firm, whom my own arm also will strengthen. No enemy will make exactions upon him, neither will any son of unrighteousness afflict him. And from before him I crushed his adversaries to pieces, and to those intensely hating him I kept dealing out blows. And my faithfulness and my loving kindness are with him, and in my name his horn is exalted. And on the sea I have put his hand, and on the rivers his right hand. He himself calls out to me, You are my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation. Also, I myself shall place him as firstborn, the most high of the kings of the earth. To time indefinite I shall preserve my loving kindness toward him, and my covenant will be faithful to him. And I shall certainly set up his seed forever, and his throne as the days of heaven. If his sons leave my law, and in my judicial decisions they do not walk, if they profane my own statutes, and they do not keep my own commandments, I must also turn my attention to their transgression, even with a rod, and to their error, even with strokes. But my loving kindness I shall not break off from him, nor shall I prove false with regard to my faithfulness. I shall not profane my covenant, and the expression out of my lips I shall not change. Once I have sworn in my holiness, to David I will not tell lies. His seed itself will prove to be even to time indefinite, and his throne as the sun in front of me. As the moon it will be firmly established for time indefinite, and as a faithful witness in the skies. But you have cast off, and you keep contemning. You have become furious toward your anointed one. You have spurned the covenant of your servant. You have profaned his diadem to the very earth. You have broken down all his stone pens. You have laid his fortifications in ruin. All those passing along the way have pillaged him. He's become a reproach to his neighbors. You have exalted the right hand of his adversaries. You have caused all his enemies to rejoice. What is more, you again treat his sword as a foe, and you have caused him not to gain ground in the battle. You have made him cease from his luster, and his throne you have hurled to the very earth. You have shortened the days of his youth. You have enwrapped him with shame. How long, O Jehovah, will you keep yourself concealed? For all time? Will your rage keep on burning just like a fire? Remember of what duration of life I am. Is it all in vain that you have created all the sons of men? What able-bodied man is there alive who will not see death? Can he provide escape for his soul from the hand of Sheol? Where are your former acts of loving kindness, O Jehovah, about which you swore to David in your faithfulness? Remember, O Jehovah, the reproach upon your servants, my carrying in my bosom the reproach of all the many peoples, how your enemies have reproached, O Jehovah, how they have reproached the footprints of your anointed one. Blessed be Jehovah to time indefinite. Amen and amen. Book 4. Psalm 90. A prayer of Moses, the man of the true God. O Jehovah, you yourself have proved to be a real dwelling for us during generation after generation. before the mountains themselves were born, or you proceeded to bring forth as with labor pains the earth and the productive land. Even from time indefinite to time indefinite, you are God. You make mortal man go back to crushed matter, and you say, "Go back, you sons of men." For 1,000 years are in your eyes but as yesterday when it is past, and as a watch during the night. You have swept them away. They become a mere sleep. In the morning they are just like green grass that changes. In the morning it puts forth blossoms and must change. At evening it withers and certainly dries up. For we have come to an end in your anger, and by your rage we have been disturbed. You have set our errors right in front of you, our hidden things before your bright face. For all our days have come to their decline in your fury. We have finished our years just like a whisper. In themselves, the days of our years are 70 years, and if because of special mightiness they are 80 years, yet their insistence is on trouble and hurtful things, for it must quickly pass by, and away we fly. Who is there knowing the strength of your anger and your fury according to the fear of you? Show us just how to count our days in such a way that we may bring a heart of wisdom in. Do return, O Jehovah. How long will it be? And feel regret over your servants. Satisfy us in the morning with your loving kindness, that we may cry out joyfully and may rejoice during all our days. Make us rejoice correspondingly to the days that you have afflicted us, the years that we have seen calamity. May your activity appear to your own servants, and your splendor upon their sons. And let the pleasantness of Jehovah our God prove to be upon us, and the work of our hands do you firmly establish upon us. Yes, the work of our hands do you firmly establish it. Psalm 91. Anyone dwelling in the secret place of the Most High will procure himself lodging under the very shadow of the Almighty One. I will say to Jehovah, "You are my refuge and my stronghold, my God, in whom I will trust." For he himself will deliver you from the trap of the birdcatcher, from the pestilence causing adversities. With his pinions he will block approach to you, and under his wings you will take refuge. His trueness will be a large shield and bulwark. You will not be afraid of anything dreadful by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in the gloom, nor of the destruction that despoils at midday. 1,000 will fall at your very side, and 10,000 at your right hand. To you it will not come near. Only with your eyes will you look on and see the retribution itself of the wicked ones. Because you said, "Jehovah is my refuge," you have made the Most High himself your dwelling. No calamity will befall you, and not even a plague will draw near to your tent. For he will give his own angels a command concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. Upon their hands they will carry you, that you may not strike your foot against any stone. Upon the young lion and the cobra you will tread. You will trample down the maned young lion and the big snake. Because on me he has set his affection, I shall also provide him with escape. I shall protect him because he has come to know my name. He will call upon me, and I shall answer him. I shall be with him in distress. I shall rescue him and glorify him. With length of days I shall satisfy him, and I shall cause him to see salvation by me.